Last time, we left Xue Tao in Chengdu, a celebrated poet, a courtesan, and a woman grappling with solitude. After the scholar Yuan Zuan departed, she lost more than a friend. She lost the one person who seemed to truly understand her heart. But from the embers of this longing, her greatest creation was about to be born, a gift to all poets, and a legacy that would outshine even her own name. The summer rain fell softly over Chengdu, washing the dust from the tiled rooftops. Xue Tao sat beneath a willow tree, a scroll unfurled before her. She watched as the ink bled faintly through the thin paper. "Even the paper grows tired of my tears," she whispered, seeing the characters blur into the dampness. 4 months after Yuan Zhen's departure, she had written endlessly poems of separation, of the passage of time, of the complexities of womanhood. But the paper she used was fragile. The ink would fade, the texture would crumble. It felt as impermanent as her own happiness. One afternoon, while visiting a papermaker by the river, she observed the entire process, the bubbling pulp, the long bamboo fibers being strained, and the pale sheets drying under the sun. Suddenly, an idea sparked within her. She approached the craftsman and asked, what if poetry could last longer than sorrow? The old man chuckled, wiping his hands. Poetry lasts in memory, young lady, not in paper. Xue Tao's gaze hardened with resolve. Then I shall make paper worthy of memory. And so she began to experiment. She spent her days mixing crushed flowers into the pulp to give it color and fragrance, blending herbs for different shades, and testing textures by candlelight late into the night. The days melted into weeks. Her delicate fingers grew calloused, and her fine silk robes were stained with dyes. But she refused to stop. She was on a mission, driven by a need to create something that would endure. At last, one evening, she lifted a thin, perfect sheet from the water. It was a soft rose hue, smooth as silk to the touch, yet strong enough to withstand both time and handling. Holding it up to the lamplight, she noticed the faint, sweet scent of orchid lingering on its surface. "This," she whispered to herself, a triumphant smile gracing her lips, "will carry words beyond a lifetime." She decided to call it Tao, paper, though history would come to know it as Xue Tao Jian. News of her creation spread like wildfire. Soon, poets from all across Chengdu were seeking it out. Her famous gatherings at the Wangjiang Tower returned, once again filled with the sounds of laughter, spirited debates, and the recitation of verses. But this time, the poems were being written on her beautiful, durable paper. During one such gathering, a guest raised his cup and declared, "Even the emperor's decrees may fade with time. But your paper, Lady Xue, shall preserve poetry itself." Xue Tao smiled softly. "Then let the poets of the world write freely upon it." Her invention didn't stop at the borders of Chengdu. It quickly spread throughout the Tang Empire, becoming a prized possession for scholars and artists. Her poems, once whispered only in private salons, now traveled far beyond Sichuan, carried on the very paper she had birthed from her own sorrow. For the first time, she realized her legacy was no longer bound by her station as a courtesan. She had transcended it. "If men remember me not as a lover," she mused, "let them remember me as the hand that carried ink into eternity, as the autumn moon rose high above the river." Xue Tao walked through her garden, holding a single sheet of her rose-colored paper. She penned a final verse before letting the night wind carry it away. "The moon knows not of my sorrow. The wind carries my words afar. Let them find hearts that understand, though I remain beneath the stars. Through grief, Xue Tao discovered creation. Her paper became a powerful symbol of art that endures, proof of how profound beauty can rise even from the depths of loneliness. But fame, as we know, often attracts envy, and not all men in her world celebrated her success. In the next part, the poet of Sichuan will face betrayal and judgment, and she will discover the true price of defying her world. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this journey into the life of Xue Tao, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter. See you then.